Is this author bald? Because there's no way she keeps talking about how wet this girl's hair is. Like, honestly, it should be studied. The chokehold that man has on me. It's very strange. If you guys have bought this book on the Kindle, it doesn't tell you page numbers. It just tells you location. Why would I care about location? I want to know the page number, Suzanne. Hey guys, and welcome to a new reading vlog. I'm really excited about this reading vlog because I'm going to have a theme for this one. My theme is to only read books that I'm in the middle of a series for. So I'm not going to read any books that are not part of a series unless they help me reach a goal for the year, because I do have some goals for the entire year. This is my 2025 reading goals page in my journal. So some of my reading goals are read 100 books, read 3 nonfiction books, read 2 memoirs, read 3 classic novels, read the Throne of Glass series, read 50 books from my physical TBR, read the Attack on Titan series, collect up to 750 physical books, read 3 horror books, and have 10 5-star reads. So some other things I could do besides reading books in a series is get towards my classics goal, my memoirs goal, my nonfiction books, read horror novels. Like, those are also ones I'm allowed to do if I so want to, but I'm probably only going to read books in series for this vlog because I do have 3 books in mind that I want to do for this video. So I'm going to try and do those, but I don't want to start really any new series this month, even though I do have a lot of books that I want to start this year that are part of my 25 to read in 2025, but a lot of these are in series and I don't really want to start new series right now. Like, if I have a standalone on here, sure, but I really don't want to read books that are not in a series. For this vlog, at least. And maybe this month, I don't know. But my whole goal this month is to just focus on books and series. So the first book I'm actually going to read for this vlog will help me get up to date with a series. I know there will be another book in this series that will come out based on what's been going on in this book series. And that is Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. This book is part of a series called the When in Rome series, which is all about these siblings that live in Rome, Kentucky. And this is one of the sisters. The first book is When in Rome, and that focuses on Noah, who's the brother. The second book focuses on Annie, and that book is called Practice Makes Perfect. And this is the third book in the series. Oh, my bookmark just tried to run away. But this is the third book in the series, Beg, Borrow, or Steal. And I believe this is about Emily. Yeah, it's about Emily, who's one of the sisters. She's a teacher. And I think the other guy, Jack, who's the main male character, is another teacher. And it's like a workplace romance kind of vibe. I'm excited to read this. I just really want to finish this series and be up to date. And this is also a new release. So this also helps me with another tracker that I have in here. So I keep track of all the books that I haul in a year. And this is one of my new books that I haul. Look, it's all the way back here. I put little check mark stickers on books that I've hauled that I've read. And so I will also be able to check mark this book for a new release that I have also read, because I'm trying to keep track of books that I haul and also read because I want to see what I do. But as you can see, this page is almost full and it's only March. That's kind of a problem. So I'm trying to actually read the books I buy. So I will also be able to mark that off, which is another great thing. So I really want to read this book. And I also just read the other 2 books for the series last month. Let me actually go get them. So these are the other books in the series. So you have When in Rome. This is the one about Noah. He owns a pie shop. Oh my God, my voice. Am I okay? But this is Noah. He's the first guy. He owns a pie shop, and this is Amelia. She's a pop star who has her car breakdown in Rome, Kentucky, and he basically just like takes care of her while her car is getting fixed. But that's the first book. I didn't annotate it because I read it on my Kindle. And then this is the second book, Practice Makes Perfect. This is Annie Walker, who's the sister of Noah. She owns a flower shop, and this is Will. He is the bodyguard for Amelia, and it's their little fake dating story. I did annotate it because I read the physical book. I didn't get the digital copy of this book because it was really expensive, and I was able to get this book for like $5. So that's why I didn't annotate this one. I probably could go in and add my annotations, but I don't think I had that many for this book. I had more for this one, but ironically, I rated this book higher than this book. I gave this one 4 stars and I gave this one 3. I don't know what that says about me, but I did annotate quite a bit of the book. I did really, really enjoy it. It was very, very cute, but I just don't think it had the same likability as this one. I just liked these two main characters more than these two. I don't know. Also, the fact that the main character in this was also a virgin, that was weird to me. But this is the third book in the series, so I would really like to complete this series. So I'm going to read the next book about Emily so I can be all up to date. And I also really like Sarah Adams books. I read this book after reading a really intense fantasy, and it was just the vibe that I needed. So I'm really excited to finish this series and be all up to date with it. I don't think the series is done. There should be one more book about one other sister, but I'm really enjoying it, and I am excited to read it. So this is the next book we're going to be reading. So I'll see you guys when I have a reading update. So I'm reading the book, and I just remembered the other sister's name. Her name is Madison. And she is in New York working on her culinary degree. So she is a chef and likes to cook. I just remembered. Once I was reading this, I was like, oh yeah, Madison, the cooking one. So yeah, that's the other sister. That will probably be the next book, Madison. Hey guys, it's like 9 p.m. and I'm reading Beg, Borrow, or Steal. And I wanted to tell you about something that was kind of annoying me. So I haven't read that much because I was at work earlier and I got home a couple hours ago, but I wanted to continue reading my book. And there's this part that's been really annoying me. And I don't know if it's just me, but I started reading this and the main character, her name's Emily, and she doesn't like this guy named Jackson, who is basically her arch nemesis since college. And she basically just doesn't get along with him because he spilled a coffee on her when they were going to class and she was running late. And he like flirted with her and like offered to take her out for coffee after class. And she rejected him. And she's like,
"You think hitting on me is an appropriate apology for dumping coffee all over me?"
That's what she said. And then they go to class. And they're basically fighting over the last seat in this class. And he said he would offer the seat to me, but wouldn't want to risk me thinking he was hitting on me. Seems like a jerk, but kind of a serve, to be honest. And basically, he just kept getting all the things that she wanted. And everyone likes him. And so she's mad at him. He is her arch nemesis because he got everything she wanted. Everyone likes him and he's more successful than her. And she's a little dramatic. She's like,
"He wishes a stain on my favorite jeans, a letter informing me of jury duty, a downpour when I don't have an umbrella."
They run into each other after she found out that he is not getting married anymore. Like, he called off his wedding, and she left her hair appointment as soon as she found out that he was like called off his wedding. She didn't get it dried, so her hair was like wet when she left. But she keeps talking about how wet her hair is. But she's done like several things since leaving the hair salon. Like, your hair shouldn't be dripping, like soaking wet. I'll keep you updated when I read her. Friday, and I have a little book haul that I'm gonna put in this video because there is a Barnes & Noble about 40 minutes from my house that is moving to a new location. So everything in their store is 25% off. And because I have a premium membership, I save an additional 10%. So basically everything in the store is 35% off. So I decided to go do a little damage to my credit card and buy some books because, you know, why not? 35% off. When else am I going to be able to do that, you know? So I was like, I'm going to go pick up some books that I've been wanting and see if they have any. And they had a lot of the books that I wanted. So I'm really, really excited. I also got a new bookmark. I already took it out so I can show you the front and back of it. But this is the bookmark. Look how cute it is. And I really wanted like a bookmark that's kind of like this. So I'm really excited to have that. So I got that. That was only like a couple bucks. Like this was $3.95 before the 35% off, which is pretty good. So I got that. I got some Vari McFarlane books, Between Us and Mad About You, because Haley Pham always talks about how great this author is, and I've never read anything by her. And I have another book by her, but I got these two as well because they were on sale, 35% off. Like, why would I not buy them? And they both sounded interesting. Also, if you want to know about any of the books that I'm showing you right now, just look them up. I'm not going to go through what all the books are about. I'm just going to show you what they are and why I bought them. I also got The Wrong Heart by Jennifer Hartman. I read Still Beating by her, and it's one of my favorite books of all time. And this is another book by her. And I think it's about this girl named Melody and her husband. I think was her husband? Yeah, her husband died and his heart went to another recipient. And I believe her and the guy who got her husband's heart like start a thing. I think that's what it's about. If you want to know more about it, you can always look it up yourself. But I think that's what this is about. And it sounded really interesting. And I also love Jennifer Hartman. And I will read literally her grocery list. I love her. So I'm excited to read this by her. And it was the only book they had by her. I was going to see if they had other books, but it's the only one they had left. I just spit everywhere. Jesus Christ. I also got Winter, which is part of the Cinder series. And this was the only book I was missing. They actually had the entire series, but I only needed Winter. So I got Winter. So now I'm excited because now I own every single book in the series, which is great. So I can actually read that series. And then I also got The September House, which is a thriller by Carissa Orlando. I heard so many good things about this book. It sounds really interesting. I believe it's about a couple who buys a house, but like weird things happen in September. Like the walls will bleed. Like so many creepy things, but they spent like all of their money buying this house, so they just stay there because they don't care. I also got Green Teeth because it looked really cool. I saw the cover of this and was like, wait, that cover is so cool looking. And it was the monthly pick also. I don't even know what this is about. I just saw the cover and was like, okay. I was like, sure, why not? Looks like it's about a monster that lives in a lake. She's never spoken to a human before, and she's thrown into her lake by an angry mob. Something makes Jenny decide she's worth saving instead of eating. Soon she learns that the witch's once peaceful village has suddenly turned against her, and that has something to do with the malevolent new pastor and its wicked influence on the townsfolk. Oh, so it's about a monster and a human teaming up. Why would I not read this? That sounds so fun. I also got the only Allie Hazelwood book that I didn't own. I didn't even realize this existed until recently, and I was like, wait, I don't own that. So I went ahead and got Loathe to Love You. It was the last copy of it, and I think it has 3 novellas in it by Allie Hazelwood called Under One Roof, Stuck With You, and Below Zero. So I got this, so now I've completed my Allie Hazelwood collection. And then I got, I'm gonna do it this way, I got volumes 1 through 6 of the Lore Olympus manga series. It is gorgeous. I mean, look at the art. Like, it's stunning. It's so beautiful. And I love, like, Greek mythology so much. So I'm so excited to read these. And I got the exclusive edition for the volume 4. Like, look how pretty that cover is. Like, are you kidding me? Like, give it to me. It's stunning. And then I got volume 3 in this, like, big pack, which is pretty sick. I actually got, like, almost half off with all the coupons I had with this, which is amazing. But I got all of these. I'm so excited. I really hate how volumes 1 through 4 are hardback, but volumes 5 and 6 are paperback. The deal was so worth it. Like, I will overlook how annoying that is because I love a sale. Okay, so like, it will bother me, but I don't care. It was such a good deal that I'm gonna look past it because they were so cheap. So I'm really, really excited about all these books. So now I have to do my routine where I actually stamp all of my books and add them to my library. So I have this like library stamp. Where is it? I have this stamp where I stamp all of my books that like say from the library and then like my name. So I have to stamp all of my books so they are marked as mine, and then I have to add them to my digital library on my phone, and then I also have to organize them on my shelves. So I have to do all of that right now, and I also have to update, this is like my personal calendar. I need to update my calendar, and then I also need to update my work journal. So I have a lot of stuff to do right now. I also need to print book covers for all the books that I just hauled and make a spread in my reading journal for my haul. So I have like a lot of stuff to do right now. So I'm gonna work on all that right now, and I'll come back to you when I'm done. Alright guys, it's literally like 2 hours later. That took such a long time, but I put all of my books away after I stamped them and added them to my digital library. And then I also updated my book journal. It took a while for me to just get my pictures to print. I was having so many issues with my printer. I had to like restart it several times, but I finally got it to work. So I finally filled up my spread for my hauled books for this spread. So I had to make a second one. I had enough room to put all the Lore Olympus books on the rest of this, so I have those on there. I made a second hauled book spread in my February spread. I set up a new one, so I have it saying hauled books, and I like stamped these letters and put them on, and then I put the rest of the books I got, and it's very similar. I just have pink for the background this time. I thought this would be cute, like with the pink and the flowers and stuff. I thought that was very like springy. So I put the rest of the books on here. So eventually I will just start putting all my books here, and I put like a little tab here so I can easily get to this page if I need to. But I got those all set up, so now I can put all of my bookmarks back to my March spread. This is my March cover spread, and I've only read 4 books so far this month. I haven't read that much. And then I have my setup for March. I actually changed the bottom of these, and now I'm gonna make a bar graph with my page count in my book format, and then I'll put my best and worst book, and then I'll put like all my stats, because I don't know why I didn't do that before. Like I had my DNS, and then I had a whole page for books. I'm like, I don't really read that much, so now I have a place to have all my stats, and I think that just makes more sense. Because here, I'll show you my February. See, I used to have the calendar and like highlights for the books, and then I had this big section for DNS, but I haven't really been DNFing at all. I haven't DNF'd a single book this year, so I feel like I don't really need to have that spot. So I'm just gonna keep my spot that I have in the beginning of my journal for DNS, which I have to like find it. I have so many freaking spreads in here. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh, no, I went past it. No, I didn't. Where is it? Oh my gosh. There it is. So I have this area for DNS. I'm just gonna put my DNS there instead, because I think that just makes sense. I also keep track of the days that I read, and it's funny because I don't read the same days, which I think is very funny. So that is my updates to my book journal. That just took a really long time, and I'm gonna go back to reading the book by Borrower Seal. I've read a little bit more. I have a lot of tabs right now. I'm on page 58, so I've read a little bit in the past day, so hopefully I can read some more tonight because I'm in the mood. Hey guys, it's Saturday, a little after 10 p.m. and I wanted to show you guys that I did get 3 more books today. I know I have a problem, but I don't care, okay? I really wanted to get these 3 books, and I looked for them actually at Barnes & Noble yesterday, but they didn't have them, so I went ahead and got them. And I actually found out one of these books is not traditionally published yet. It's an indie copy, so I'm not surprised now why it wasn't at Barnes & Noble, but I did get all 3. So these are the books right here. I'm going to go over them. So I got Metal Slinger, which everybody has been talking about. I have no idea what this book is about, but I know Emmy, who is a YouTuber who reads on YouTube, because she's a YouTuber who reads. I'm not good at explaining things. She talked about this book and how good it was, and when Emmy tells me a book is good, I go, yes ma'am, and I listen and I read it. And everybody has been saying how good this book is from what I can tell on the internet, so I just went ahead and ordered it. And this is actually the indie copy, which is really cool, because I remember it was sold out for a while, like you couldn't buy it, and I saw that it was available again, so I just went ahead and purchased it. So I'm really excited to have a copy of the indie copy before it gets traditionally published. Because I know when books get traditionally published, they might change things. So I wanted to make sure I got it while it was in its original form. So I'm really, really excited to have this. So I got that. And then I got the Rose Bargain, which is like Bridgerton, but with Faye. Say less. I'm already hooked, ready to go. There's quotes from Stephanie Garber and Ava Reed and Carrie Maniscalco on here. So you know it must be good if all these other authors that I love are talking about it. And I also think the book is just really cute. Like, it's green with a really pretty foiling with the name. That's so cute. I saw another copy that was like white with like a bunch of stuff, but this is the pink version of it. And I think it's cute. Like, I'm excited to read that. And then I also got volume 7 of Lore Olympus because I did get volumes 1 through 6 yesterday. They didn't have volume 7 at Barnes & Noble yesterday, so I went ahead and ordered volume 7 on Amazon. And volume 8 isn't out till May. But at least now I have all the copies of this book. And I'm really, really excited. That is the end of my little book haul. I did read a little more of Beg Borrower Steal. I'm only this far in. I haven't been reading that much. I actually didn't read barely at all today because I forgot my annotation tabs at home. Apparently I took them out yesterday when I was doing my journaling and forgot to put them back in my case, so I didn't have them, and I was like, I can't read if I can't annotate. I'm on page 77. Hey guys, it's Sunday. It's 2:30 p.m. and I have good news. I literally just sat here at my little like sitting area here in my kitchen and finished reading Beg Borrower Steal. I read from page like 58 all the way until I was done. So I basically read this entire book in one sitting. I really enjoyed it. I am actually rating it a 4.5 stars. It's not a 5-star book, unfortunately, because there were a couple of things that did annoy me with the book. For one, there was this scene where Emily, who's the main female character, like she leaves the salon and like goes and does a bunch of things, including going to a coffee shop like at the very end of this like day that we're being told about. She left the salon with her hair wet, like she never got it dried, right? But I think they towel dried it, if I remember correctly. And then she left to go to her brother's, and then she went to this coffee shop, and her hair kept being described as like soaking wet. Like her hair was like dripping on things. And it pissed me off because that's like not how hair works. Like if you lightly towel dry your hair, it's not going to be soaking wet like 30 minutes later. That's not how hair works. And it was really annoying to me. I'm like, is this author bald? Because there's no way she keeps talking about how wet this girl's hair is. It was so annoying to me. And I think that's why it took me 3 days to read like 60 pages. I was still pissed off about that. But the rest of the book was really cute. I liked the story. I liked the two main characters, Jack and Emily, a lot. They're actually my favorite couple from this series so far. And I just really enjoyed the book so much. It had a very cute ending. We got an update on Annie from the last book series, which that book was okay. It was just a 3 for me. But I really enjoyed this one. 4.5 stars. Definitely recommend it. It's my favorite in the series for sure. And we should get one more book with Madison's story because Madison's the only sibling without a book. So I'm guessing that will be the next book in the series. But happy to report I'm done with this book. And I'm really excited to have finished this because I've been reading it for quite a while, like 4 days. So I'm a little tired of reading it. I kind of want to read something else. But I'm enjoying this video and like the ideas that I have for it. And I'm excited for the next book I'm going to read, which will help me finish another series. I have 2 other books I planned for this video, and both of them are the 3rd book in a series, and they will help me be up to date with one and also finish another one. So I'm really trying to just finish series, and hopefully we can complete 2 more series this week. But I'm glad I got up to date with this series. I will tell you my next book in a little bit because I have to think about which one of those 2 do I want to read next, because I kind of have an idea of which one I'm going to do, but I want to think on it a little bit and just make sure. But I'm going to take a little break from reading because I have to do some stuff around my house and some chores. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll come back to you later. Hey guys, it's a little while later. I just updated my reading journal. I have now read 35 books. in 2025, which is pretty exciting considering it's only March. And this is what my rating scale is looking like right now. So anything that's like this orangey color is a 4-star. Anything that's a bright orange is a 3. The yellows are 2 stars. Greens are 5 stars. And the stripy ones are non-fiction. I haven't had any 1 stars. If I had a 1 star, they'd be gray. But this is my color scale. These are like a different orange than this one because that marker died. And so I had to switch it. And this is like the closest color I had to that color. So that's why these look a little different than these. Because I used this to like annotate a book and then it died. But yeah, so 35 books so far. My goal is 100, so I'm doing pretty well, I think, with my reading goal. And then I also counted all the series I'm in the middle of, and I was able to mark off When in Rome, so I'm all up to date with that. But I'm in the middle of 21 book series right now. 21, which is entirely too many. The next book I want to read, I definitely want it to be a part of a series, and I already picked the book, which is exciting. I did figure out which one I want to do, and I was able to also mark off one of my hauled books as read, which is another thing that I'm also keeping track of. I keep track of all the books that I haul, and I also keep track of when I read those books. I put this little check mark sticker, and I have a second page also here. I have been buying a lot of books, which is terrible, but I'm having fun, so I don't care. And I marked that I read today, which is fun. And then did I update anything else? Oh yeah, and then I added in my rating over here, so I gave it a 4.5. And then what else did I do? Oh yeah, and then I had to update my March spread. I added it into my books read for the month. As you can see, I've only read 5 books halfway through the month, which is, I think is pretty good. Like that's pretty average for me. I added the dates that I read it. I read it through the 13th through the 16th, so 4 days, which is my average, honestly, for reading a book. And then I have my little chart, so that's all updated. And then I also made my little spread with my thoughts. I usually do half-page spreads for books, sometimes full page if I have like a lot of thoughts. This one I didn't feel like I had to write that much. I just wanted to write like basically mostly what the book was about and like a little bit of my thoughts, just because I use this mostly for when I make my YouTube videos and I want to remember what the book was if I have trouble just like remember names and stuff. But I didn't really have too much to say about this one. Like, it was just a cutesy little romance. Like, I didn't need to have a full page spread. Like, I'll give you an example of a full page spread and I'll show you. Frederick Bachman, My Friends, has a full page spread because there was so much to talk about. Like, there was so much plot and there was a lot of names and a lot of things that I wanted to remember. And so that one got a full page spread. Or like these books also both got full page spreads because I had so much to say. This book I loved. I gave 5 stars. This one I gave it 3, but I had a lot of issues with the book, which is why I had a full page spread. Like, it just really depends on the book. And I felt like Beg, Borrow, or Steal, even though it was a 4.5, it was only a half page spread. Like, the other books that I've read this month all also only got half page spreads. Like, I don't feel like anything I've read this month really is like a full page spread worthy book. And it's not a bad thing. Like, sometimes that could be a good thing because a full page spread could be a bad thing, or it could be like it's an excellent book. But it was just, it didn't need a full page spread. Like, I don't really have much else to say, but I did enjoy it. I really, really liked it. Like, Iron Flame, full page spread, you know? But Akatar, only half page spreads. This one got a little bit more than halfway, like 60% of a page. It just depends on the book. All the Naturals books I read in January, they each got a half page, and I gave 2 of them 5 stars. It just depends on the book, you know? I hope that makes sense. But I got that all updated, which is great. The next book I'm going to read for this video is Skyshade, which is the 3rd Lightlark book. There is another book coming out, I think sometime this year, which is called Grimm and Oro, and it's like a reversible book. Like, one half is Grimm, the other half is Oro. So I'm not going to be technically completing a series, but I will be up to date with a series. And so that works for me. Like, I just want to get as far ahead of this series as I can because I feel like I forget things, and I just read the 2nd book this month and I want to read the 3rd book because the second book ended on a cliffhanger. And I did like the second book a lot. I gave it 4 stars. So I really want to see what's going on with Miss Isla and Grimm. And so I want to read Skyshade. So I'm going to read this book next. I already have the book cover printed out because I really want to read this. And then on Tuesday, the new Hunger Games book comes out, and I did pre-order it, so I already printed that too because I want to read that as well. These are the 2 books that I'm thinking I'm going to do for this video. I was going to do another book, but I forgot about Sunrise on the Reaping, honestly, until I looked at my calendar, and I'm like, oh wait, we're going to read this instead. So the next 2 books that you're going to see in this video is Skyshade and the next Hunger Games book. I think that's pretty fun, and this is also a new release, and that will also make me be up to date with the series, because I don't know if Suzanne Collins is writing other books. I hope so, because I really love any Hunger Games book that comes out. I would love to read this. I've read every Hunger Games book there is. They are all amazing. I'm going to start this pretty much right now. Guys, it's Tuesday morning. It's like 9:30 a.m. and I've been reading Skyshade this morning. I didn't read that much yesterday. I don't even think I did read. Did I read at all? I think I read like a little tiny bit, but I didn't read much. I forgot to track it in Fable if I did, but I think I started to read a little bit, like maybe a chapter. I've been reading a lot this morning though, and I'm around like almost 50% through the book. I've read a majority of this today. Gotta be honest, this is definitely the best book in this series. This book has captured me way more than the other books. Also, the little snakes on the cover, nice touch, because snakes are a big thing in this book. Indiana Jones would hate it. I can tell that Alex Aster has gotten better with writing because Lightlark was a slog. The second book, the last half was so good compared to the first half. This one, I'm eating it up. I have really, really enjoyed it. Right now, it's a 4-star, which is really good considering the last one, the first half was really boring. But like, there are still flaws, which is why it's still a 4-star. It could possibly be a 4.5 if the ending is good. It all just depends on the ending. I am really enjoying it. So I went on Amazon to see where my book was because I knew that it was going to arrive between like 2:30 and 6:30 because I hadn't gotten a notification that anyone had delivered anything yet. I was like, where is my book, ma'am? And so I went on there and oh my God, it arrived. I don't know why my Ring camera didn't pick up anyone delivering it. Very odd. I have Sunrise on the Reaping. Oh my God, I can't believe I have the next Hunger Games book in my hand right now. I want to read this immediately, but I'm still reading Skyshade and I'm only this far in. Like, I still have all of this to read. I'm on Winter, which is page 212. And I do really like this book. I really, really do. But I have to wait. I think what I'm going to go do is go downstairs, like get some strawberries or something and just sit and finish this book so I can start this. Because, oh my God, I really want to read this like right now. Hey guys, it's Tuesday and I finished reading Skyshade. This is the actual cover. I don't normally keep covers on books when I'm reading them, but this is the actual cover, and the cover makes so much sense when you read the book. I really like what they did because the orb is kind of important at the end and the snakes are a big thing in the book. But Skyshade, oh my God, these are all the tabs. As you can see, had a lot going on. It was a very, very good book. I loved it. Definitely the best book in the entire series for sure. I'm gonna rate it 4.75 stars, which is the highest I can give before a 5-star because it wasn't a 5-star. There were a couple of chapters and scenes that I felt were just completely unnecessary for the book, and honestly I think the book would have thrived without them. And because of these unnecessary filler chapters and scenes, I can't give it a 5-star, but I did really, really enjoy the book a lot, and it's definitely one of the best series I've ever read. I think the second and third book are just phenomenal. The first book is just so mid. I'm so glad though that I decided to keep continuing with the series because I just really love the Oro character so much. And even though this book primarily focused on Grimm. We did get some Oro content, which I loved for me, and it was so good. I also think Grimm is growing on me. Like, honestly, it should be studied, the chokehold that man has on me. But Oro, oh my god, just like any crumb of Oro I can get, I want it every single second I can get it. And because I'm done with Skyshade, that means we can start Sunrise on the Ribbon! Hey guys, so it's Saturday and I have a reading update for you guys, which is very exciting. So I brought my Kindle to work today, and I actually wasn't planning on reading Sunrise on the Reaping. I was planning on continuing another series, but I decided to get Sunrise on the Reaping on my Kindle when I was on the bus waiting to go to work. And so I did that and I got it because I was like, you know what? I should just get it on my Kindle because it'll be a lot easier for me to read the book, because I am not wanting to carry things when I'm at work, so I don't really want to have to carry a book right now. Like, I'm in my digital era, so I got it on my Kindle. Kind of annoying that I had to buy the book a second time, but it's just easier for me to read on my Kindle right now. Like, I just really want to read digitally, so I got it, and I am flying through the book. I think part of the reason that it was taking me so long to get through this book is I wasn't really in the mood for a physical book, and so I just have to listen to what I want. And right now what I want to do is read on my Kindle. So I actually read up to 48% now. I'm on chapter 14. This is where I stopped. I have not updated my annotations from the book, so I'm still in chapter 7 in the book. So I actually have to go through right now and add all my annotations from my Kindle into the book. But that is the update that I have for right now. I'm at 48%. We are not even in the games yet. We're not in the second quarter crawl. It hasn't happened yet. I'm a little nervous. Hey guys, it's later on. It's a little after 2 a.m. I just finished filming my February reading wrap up, so I got to edit that eventually one day. I already updated my Sunrise on the Reaping book with all my annotations. Can you see it? That is all my annotations so far. You can literally see I've only read like half the book. A lot of annotations so far. I'm on page 192 if you want to know my page number, since my Kindle doesn't want to tell you. It's very strange. If you guys have bought this book on the Kindle, it doesn't tell you page numbers. It just tells you location. Why would I care about location? I want to know the page number, Suzanne. Hey guys, it's Sunday. I am in my kitchen right now. I have my heater on, so if you hear that, I'm sorry, but it's freaking cold in here. I've been sitting here reading. I just ate my breakfast. I'm about 60% through the book. These are my tabs so far. Don't let the tabs fool you. I do feel like this book is giving between a 3 and a 4 star. It's fine. I don't think it's anything extraordinary. I am interested to see what happens to Haymitch in his games. Like, because if I wasn't interested, I wouldn't be reading it. I wouldn't be this far into it, and I wouldn't be tabbing it. It's interesting to have more world building, more lore drops, learning more about characters that we've met in other books like BD and Wirus. I'm not saying I don't love that. I do. It's just the first half of this book was boring. It's kind of giving what Onyx Storm did. It's just a lot of blah. And then it's interesting. Like, after we got to the games, I'm very invested. And I'm a little annoyed that it took half the book for me to care. I am enjoying it, though. It is almost 11 p.m. and I finally finished Sunrise on the Reaping. This book was extraordinary. Now, I do believe the first 50% of this book is very boring. The last 50% of this book is amazing. I think the last half is a 5-star and the first half is a 3-star, which is why I'm going to settle on the rating of 4 stars. I do think the book is very, very good. It's just you have to kind of power through the first half to enjoy the second half. These are my final tabs after reading the book. I don't think it was really necessary for her, Miss Suzanne, to write this book. I don't think it really added anything, but I did enjoy it. And I enjoyed the little bit of Katniss and Peeta we got at the very end. The other two books we read in this video were Beg, Borrow, and Steal. This book I gave a 4.5 rating to. I still stand by that. I really enjoyed this book, and it was my favorite in the series. And the other book I read in this video was Skyshade by Aster, which is the third book in the Lightlark series. This was definitely my favorite book out of all three of these. I gave Skyshade a 4.75, Beg, Borrow, Steal 4.5, and Sunrise on the Reaping 4 stars. So nothing below a 4-star in this video, which makes me very happy. These were all really excellent books. Thank you guys so much for watching another bookish reading vlog. These are the books that we read. I'm really glad I got those all done. I'm now caught up on 3 other series. Subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment letting me know if you've read any of these books and did you like any of them. I clearly did. Look at all my tabs. I'm gonna go now and make dinner because I wouldn't let myself eat until I finish that book, but I'm done now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.